Thank you for joining me, Tayaba. It's nice to meet you.
It's great to be here.
Thanks. Can you just introduce yourself quickly to the Informs members?
Yeah, my name is Tayaba Nadeem. I work for MCM CPAs Advisors. It's a business advisory firm, regional area, Midwest, and I lead their business intelligence services. Been with Informs for about 2 years now,
Okay.
But really excited to be here.
Awesome. So a new member. Can you describe your role as Business Intelligence Services Team Leader and then give some other possible analytics roles within the finance sector?
Yeah, so as a BI leader, I have created the strategic plan for MCM on what we're doing in the service line. And so I work to implement that, but I also have a team of 2 currently. And so they help to develop these solutions. And then I review their work, but I also go and talk to clients, understand their pain points, and figure out solutions that best benefit their issues. As far as roles in this accounting financial services area, really it's just staying in that accounting area and then adding in an analytics background.
Okay.
So I have an accounting degree,
Okay.
but I also have a master's in data analytics, and we see that a lot. I work a lot with our recruiting team as well at MCM, and we'll see an accounting major with an analytics minor.
Okay. What does that look like? Because accounting is math, analytics is math, but why are they different? Like, how do you use analytics? How do you use one math with another math?
So in the public accounting area, we use analytics to help us come to those conclusions on how things are working in that organization. So if you have an accountant that comes to us and it's like, I have these certain issues going on, you can use analytics to run the background analysis on the entirety of the data to help them make strategic decisions on what they're doing.
Okay, thank you. And where'd your passion for data come from?
So I heard you say that accounting is math, right? I started down this path in high school where I did think accounting was math.
Okay.
I quickly learned that it's not.
Okay.
So it's understanding, like, you're putting numbers into spreadsheets, but when you come to like the after of it, right? What's actually happening in the business? And I went down the accounting path. I have a bachelor's in it. I started my internship and quickly learned that this is not what I wanted to do. I felt a lot of it could be automated, could be understanding the underlying issues of things. So I did some research at that time, and I came to the conclusion that the accounting industry was moving towards analytics. That time was about 5 to 10 years. So I went ahead and did my master's in analytics, and my firm that I work for, they wanted to go down this path, and I had the qualifications for it. So here I am leading this area.
Yeah, I feel like you came up with it.
A little bit.
Yeah, so that's the journey to your role, I suppose. Or is this your first job out of your master's, or was there anything in between?
No, I've been with MCM for 5 years. So I started as an intern, started in normal traditional financial statement audits. But like I said, that was not for me. So awesome. I went over to their IT audits actually because I had that IT minor. And that was okay. It kind of got into my interest a little bit. But it was also, instead of looking at numbers all the time, you're just looking at controls, security controls. And then when I started full-time with the firm, 2 weeks after I started full-time, the guy that was running this area actually left. And I had the qualifications, and the firm was like, hey, do you want to do this? So here I am.
Right place, right time. Yeah. Awesome. So you've told me now that accounting isn't math. And what's the difference between analytics and data science then, if anything?
So the way that I see it is that data analytics is just taking the spreadsheets and putting them into visuals so that you can see what's happening. Data science, I think, takes it a step further and adds in like ML, machine learning modules and different algorithms to it, and that helps you answer questions that you probably didn't see. And so I think you need both in an organization. You need someone that can run those algorithms and give you those answers underlying things, but then you also need the analysts that can go back and help you put that plan together of how you're going to move forward.
Yeah, so they go together. It's not either or. So how, you said in high school you liked math or not, or you liked accounting and thought it was
math.
just math. You liked math. how could we promote analytics careers to high school students so that they know what they're getting into and not get a degree in accounting and then decide that's not what they want to do?
Well, I think with anything at that age, you got to make it fun.
Yeah.
You have to make it practical about what's going on in the real world. So I don't think it's just teaching them about analytics. I think it's teaching them about operations research and the data science in general, about the different careers that are available to you if you go down this path, or if you're really passionate about this. And it's not that I didn't like accounting. Like, I still like accounting. But my idea was I want to somehow bring this business degree and this IT degree together.
Yeah.
And that's where I led to business intelligence and analytics.
Right.
So.
Okay, awesome. And what about, we've all heard about the leaky pipeline of women in STEM, right? So what do you think are the most significant barriers for women and minority groups when it comes to analytics careers and how they could be remedied?
So I hear that a lot, and it's hard for me to answer because MCM, one of them, is a woman founder of the organization, and my team is pretty much all women, not unintentionally, but just happened that way. And we have a lot of women leaders in the organization, and so it's awesome. And I haven't experienced it firsthand, but I understand what's happening. And really, I think it comes down to three things: just that women leave because they don't have the empowerment in the organization. They don't see a way how they can go up in leadership, and then just like not enough maternity leave or the flexibility in their workday. And that's just an organizational culture shift.
Yeah.
You have to change your policies. You have to put in these networking and empowerment opportunities for women and lay a path of, if you do this, you can become a leader as well.
Yeah. Thanks for answering that. So what's your favorite method of visualizing data?
So I think that's hard.
Some people have an answer.
So we use Click at MCM, and I like to use the combo charts a lot because it can show you two types of data in two different formats. But I think it also just really depends on what you're trying to visualize, in that sense.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and correct me if this was also wrong, but you took the CAP Prep Online course, correct?
Yes.
Right. So can you just tell us about your experience with that and what you think best prepared you for the exam from that course?
So I liked the course because it gave you like topics to study, and then it wasn't like here's what you have to study and this is it, right? It was, here's some examples of things that you should look at, and you have to take it on your own to study. And so it was a starting point, really. And I ended up creating like a 20-plus page document, diving deep into these topics and just really understanding them, and then studying that to get to the CAP.
You would like to pursue the CAP, correct?
Yes.
So how do you think that will help in your workplace?
So the CAP for me, in my organization, we're required to be certified in order to become a manager or up.
Oh, okay.
And we are an accounting firm, so most people just go down the CPA route.
Right.
But with me, it doesn't make sense to do the CPA.
Yeah.
And so my team and I and the partners, the board that I report to, we all sat down. We're like, okay, what really fits? And the CAP is an overarching exam. It's not vendor specific. And so that's why we chose that exam. And I mean, in the end, it's really just, it'll help me become promoted. And, yeah.
Well, great. That's what it's there for. You're also a member of the Analytics Certification Board.
Yeah.
Can you just briefly describe what this committee is to someone who doesn't know, and then what your role within it is?
Yeah, so the ACB really just, we oversee the CAP exam. And just briefly, it's really just continuous improvement. So we'll identify that there's issues or there's certain things that we want to change or add to the exam or things of that sort. So we'll just kind of evaluate the exam, and there's subcommittees that we put together and work through those.
Okay. So you're just part of that. That's the role also.
Yeah.
There's not, okay, so it's everyone who's a member is just there to continually improve the CAP exam.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
program
there's like chairs, vice chair and things, but I'm not one of those.
Got it. Okay, cool. What's been your favorite Informs experience in your 2-year membership?
This conference, the Business Analytics Conference. So I came last year for the first time, and just the networking experience. I mean, I'm brand new in my career, and getting to see people that are well into their careers or even retired out of analytics, but also the new members that are still in college, and just the whole wide range,
Yeah.
and meeting all of them, networking, and just getting to meet people. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then this year, just being a part of all this, the different things, the boards, the organizing
Yeah.
committee for the conference.
Right.
So it's been awesome.
So I want to take it one step back. How did you find Informs? How did you discover Informs?
Found CAP first,
Okay.
and
okay.
then realized that CAP was part
Yeah.
of Informs.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Great. Can you tell us about MCM's Indianapolis Women's Inspirational Network and how you got involved?
So the WIN committee is a firm-wide a committee, and so it's headquartered in Louisville. That's where MCM's headquartered. So we do things overarching firm-wide, but we also do by market. And so I lead our Indianapolis WIN committee, and so the firm-wide one will do, like, they'll have speaker events, and then once in a while we'll do like a big social for everyone. But the market-specific ones, we get our own budget. So we do we'll host like a speaker and then do some networking with other organizations
Okay.
in the city. And then we'll also do just internal office, just
Okay.
paint and wine, just chill
Yeah.
after tax season, or just candle making around the holidays, some fun things
Yeah.
for the women.
That's fun. So it's more just for fun, less professional stuff, or is there like professional help?
It's a mix.
Just a network.
Yeah,
in
so we
general?
also, firm-wide, we do a mentorship program as well. But just creating that network
Yeah.
that, hey, we're all here, we
Yeah.
have this opportunity. We sometimes you get busy in work, especially with tax season, so.
You also won MCM's 2021 Shark Tank competition for designing organizational improvements, and that's currently in implementation in your firm. So tell us about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
fun.
MCM put on this innovation competition, essentially, calling it Shark Tank, because
Yeah.
we treated it like the show.
Yeah.
So I put in a project for implementing the professional development into our technical training. So what people call soft skills, I think those are really core business skills. I think we need those more than we need these technical things. And ended up winning first place. And so I've been working with our learning manager this year to get that implemented into the firm. But just adding in like things that, like how to network and critical
Yeah.
thinking and active listening and all,
Yeah.
showing empathy, and we're client facing, so
Right.
having these types of things.
That's great. So was the prize the fact that it's getting implemented, or did you get like a cool trophy or anything?
I got $5,000.
Oh my God, you got $5,000. That's way better than a cool trophy. Congrats on that. Oh my goodness. Well, when you aren't winning competitions or part of the ACB here at Informs, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to travel. Right now it's been a little more difficult, but otherwise, I mean, it's really just spending time with my family. My family lives all around me, so it's convenient. But really just expanding my knowledge. I've been studying a lot, so
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I'm not working, I'm studying. So
Where's the favorite place you've ever visited?
I go to Florida about every year, so I guess
You keep going back and like it.
yeah. But I did go to Nashville last year, and it had been a long time since I'd been there,
Yeah.
so it's nice to visit and see everything again, and how it changed over the years.
Yeah. Have you gone anywhere outside the U.S.?
Not recently, no.
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 Me neither. Bummer. So if we were sitting here with one of your your local family members, what would they tell us about you? What would they say you're like?
I think they would tell you that I'm just as driven in my personal life as I am in my career. I have goals and set for myself, like this is what I want to do and this is what I want to get done. But also just like the compassionate. I mean, my team at work knows that they can come to me with anything, and we'll work around it. And my family knows that too. If they have a
Yeah.
problem, they'll call me. Usually I'm the one that gets the call, like, hey, I have this issue, can you
Yeah.
help me? I usually have a solution. But I mean, I wouldn't be anywhere without my parents. So I like to give them gifts and
Oh.
surprise them with trips and things. So
That's nice.
yeah, they got me here.
Anything else? Any other fun hobbies or any hidden talents?
Hidden talents. Well, I used to be in show choir,
Okay.
and so dancing and singing was my thing.
Yeah.
And I miss it a lot,
Yeah.
but it's been a long time since I've done that.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have for you.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.